Now, Boogie2988 has been around YouTube for quite some time now, about 8 years, which, if you can believe it. Now, his real name is Francis, and he is a little bit on the bigger side, but that's besides the point. I'm going to be talking about why Boogie is a dead channel and has fallen off. Now, first we have to take it back to 2012, where Boogie started his YouTube channel, and he made his first popular video where he pretty much drinks Mountain Dew and rages, and this is still funny to this day, and even I can laugh at it. But once Boogie received criticism, things changed. He got a lot more colder than usual, was a lot more rude on social media to other people who even made the slightest comments about his content. And I think this is one of the real reasons he fell off, but not exactly. You see, Boogie was always known as the big guy on the internet who was scream and looked weird. But once Boogie changed and got his life back on track, there wasn't something to laugh at anymore. Now, Boogie's still somewhat of a funny guy, but we didn't have Francis anymore. We had Boogie, but we lost Francis. And that's what I think kind of set him off. But is there a certain video we can find that actually is the real reason he fell off? Well, I might have found one today.
One of YouTube, Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And I told you guys a week back that I wanted to start talking about some of the bad stuff that happened to me growing up. Well, I also talked about that on live stream last week, and I realized that it's going to take forever to tell that. If I did it in one video, it would be hours long. So I decided I would start breaking it up. I would do a multi-part series so that you guys can see it. And I thought I would start with one of the most commented things here on my channel and answer the question, what's wrong with my teeth? And before I start talking about this, once again, what basically happened to my teeth is dental neglect. I did not take very good care of my teeth. I don't even really take that good care of what's left of them these days. It's entirely my fault. I'm not making excuses for having really messed up teeth. These are just the reasons this stuff happened, and here's how it happened, and here's what I did. And for those of you who haven't noticed, obviously the top is like all spaced out and goofy and weird, and most of these teeth are fake. They have been replaced with crowns or, dental claps or root canals or things along that lines. And then the bottom row here is practically non-existent. And then they're gapped and jagged and weird too. And I think of your original 32 teeth, I have a whopping 12 or 14 left. Most of these teeth are gone, and I actually pulled most of these teeth myself, or I have broken root tips in the back, and we'll talk about that, how that happened, but let me start at the beginning. But my family history when it comes to teeth has always been...
Now you may be asking, why is this the video I picked and I think that he fell off on? Well, it's because Boogie was actually getting a lot better with his dental care, his weight care, and his life was really getting better. And his fans, they just wanted to see him be Francis. And I completely do not support that. He should have got his help, he should have got the dental care, everything he needed. But did he actually fall off because of this? I don't necessarily think that. He fell off because Boogie cannot take any criticism. There are so many posts he's made on SM, anything. He will just bash you because you say the littlest thing about him and because you don't love his content. Boogie is notorious for this. And just because I showed you that video does not mean that, he's like this every video. Sometimes he'll just straight up get mad at people who, criticize him for anything. And there's also this one sponsor he gave to called Helping Hands. And I'm not going to blame him solely for him because a lot of YouTubers did this and sponsored this. But this was pretty much taking advantage of people with mental health issues to get them help. But this actually, all it did was just give a free, which actually cost a lot of money, and it was lots of different payments you had to make to get help, which was close to nothing. And it was a huge scam that went on YouTube for quite some time. And Boogie participated in this, and he sponsored it more than once. Was completely, thought this was a great sponsor, but he doesn't look into his sponsors, obviously, because if Boogie were looking into his sponsors, he would have known this isn't a very good sponsor. I shouldn't sponsor it, and it's not, I shouldn't endorse it because it's controversial. It's not actually suitable for my viewers. But he did it anyway because he's Boogie. And he doesn't even care, because if he gets criticism on it, he'll just bash you for it because he thinks that his content is great. And if you say anything different, then you're wrong. Boogie's also had many different problems with just him not uploading enough, not getting enough views. His upload consistency is about as consistent as peanut butter. And it's just, oh my gosh. His views right now, he has 4.5 million subscribers, and his last video got 24,000. Yes, 24,000 is his last video right now. I know, a lot of these older YouTubers, they don't get as much views anymore, but come on, Boogie. People still know who you are. It's not like you become a Tyler Oakley. People still know who you are in the community. It's just that your content does not look fun. Your thumbnails are as boring. They're just boring. Like, no one wants to click on that. But at least he's not clickbaiting, which is good. I do want to see Boogie get better. I really do want him to see him get better. That would be so great. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. People have been wanting him to change for 2 years now. But you know he'll just tune this stuff out. Oh, man. Boogie is still a pretty decent YouTuber. But his videos lately, they're just, they're not bad. But they're not good either. You can obviously see he's just trying to pump these videos as fast as he can now because he's uploading almost daily now. But before that, it was like once a month, once every few days. And now we're seeing daily content from him now. And you can see the effort's a lot less now, where he just pulls up an article, reads it, and then it's like, yeah, I'm done. The video's done. I'm good. And I can see why, he does this. He wants to get more revenue because he is a dying channel, but also at the same time, maybe, just maybe, he could have a little more exciting content than just the same old, I hate Nintendo, but I love Nintendo, Nintendo's cool, but, that new mobile game, that new mobile Mario Kart game is not what Nintendo could have done best, so I hate it. And that's why it's just that, like, Boogie, you gotta change stuff up, man. I think something great that could be really good for Boogie is to actually do mukbangs. Now, I hate this. I think mukbangs are stupid, but they're pretty trending, and Boogie could actually get views from this and could actually boot his channel up again. And people could kind of remember what Boogie was like back then as Francis. And now he's just known as Boogie, the forgotten YouTuber. So if Boogie actually did mukbangs, he could collab with other YouTubers, pretty much eat, and get money off of this. It's so simple for him, and I don't think he'd do it, though. I think he has a little more dignity left in him than to just straight up go to mukbang. But that is one way he can save his channel, I guess. But, man, Boogie's in big trouble now. Now, right about here, I'm going to show you Boogie's best video in the last 6 months. He makes really good points about gaming services and, just good statistics, I guess. And I'd like to see more content of this, actually. But, if he wants to do other stuff to get views up, that's fine, man. I laughed at Boogie a long time ago, and I want to laugh at him again. So I'll show you the video now.
Makes a lot of sense because subscription services are something these companies really, really like. It's predictable income that stockholders and even the company itself can say, we know next month we're going to rebill a tremendous amount of money, and it's going to be that way every month moving forward. It's a very safe business model, and that's why the value is almost always there. All of this is an attempt to become the Netflix of gaming. That's what everybody calls it, but who knows who's actually going to be the Netflix of gaming? People have been trying to do this for almost a decade, and no one has succeeded just yet. There's money to be made, but no one has become the premier service just yet. And I want to take a look at the existing services and show you.
He's definitely right about this. I mean, no one's really came up yet in the gaming service yet. I think Netflix is actually trying to make a streaming service, actually, with games. I mean, Minecraft Story Mode's on there now, but that's besides the point. Boogie actually has really good content in this video. And, again, like to see more of this, but Boogie, man, you can't be doing this anymore. You gotta change your content. It's not working. But anyway, this is the end. Signing out.